All right, we are ready when you are.
LOL, BRB, BFF, TTYL. As we all know, texting is one of the biggest ways in which we communicate with another, and is something that we all hold so very close to our hearts, or should I say, hands. However, did you know that texting is not all about the LOLs and smiley faces? There's a dark side to it as well. My name is Katie Shim, and today I will be discussing the negative impact texting has on us academically, personally, and professionally. When discussing the negative impact texting has on us academically, I would like to refer to a study conducted by Ali Dancia in the International Journal of English Linguistics. In his study, he took a total of 430 questionnaires to a student population of 1,300 and an academic staff of 68 to Wa Polytechnic, which is located in the Upper West region of Ghana. His main goal was to examine the effects texting has on the student population's communication written skills. When viewing the results showed that abbreviated writing in academic work was at 52%. 33% posed reading problems, and 19% delayed the script-making process. The usage of text message lingo in classwork and examinations were confirmed, for they observed mistakes related to the mechanics of English language that was directly related to SMS text message lingo. Another aspect of the negative impact we face academically is autocorrect. Autocorrect is stopping us from thoroughly learning how to spell words. For we figure if we know the first couple of letters, autocorrect will understand what we're saying and take it from there. And as we all know, sometimes it does not. So in other words, stop the laziness and turn that autocorrect off. Although, when discussing the ways in which texting has a negative impact on us personally, I would like to quote psychologist Cecilia Hollywood from the University of Texas Counseling Center in El Paso. I quote, "It does seem that people are more comfortable text messaging than actually talking with another person. There's no awkwardness or vocal response involved when texting. Young people could virtually say anything they want through text and don't have to commit to engaging into the text through a vocal conversation." Once reading this statement, I began to think of the situations when I would make plans through text, and then when it's time to fulfill out those plans, I either don't remember making the plans in the first place, or I don't feel as bad having to cancel them, so I figured they'll understand. Now don't judge me, because I know you have all been there too. Another reasoning why texting has a negative impact on us personally was discovered through a focus group study by Glenn Kelly, James A. Keaton, Bonnie Becker, Jody Cole, Leah Littleford, and Barrett Roth. They conducted this study to investigate the uses and reasonings of text messaging among college students in the U.S. When viewing the results for personal reasons, participants reported that texting reduces some inhibitions associated with face-to-face conversation, because you cannot see the other person, which allows freer communication. They continue to state, "You can say what you mean, and you can resort to texting in uncomfortable situations. Not seeing the other person seemed to diminish awkwardness and apprehension in potentially face-threatening situations, such as initiating a conversation." However, they did state that it led to multiple types of miscommunication. In all, this study shows the negative impact our generation is causing to show. For through text, we would rather send a text message to communicate, which can lead to multiple forms of miscommunication, rather than simply communicate with another face-to-face, avoiding any type of miscommunication at all. Lastly, I would like to discuss the negative impact texting has on us professionally. In an article from PRSA, Public Relations Society of America, by Greg Bauerlein, he discusses the ways that text lingo is blowing many young candidates' job chances. They began by stating how an increasing number of young job hunters are communicating too casually, and they're writing emails riddled with text messaging abbreviations and decorative symbols. The Wall Street Journal once reported that other college students and recent graduates are sending incomplete and poorly thought out messages. Within this article, a woman by the name of Tori Johnson, president of a small New York recruiting firm called Women for Ink, stated how emails are being ruined. I quote, "I once received a thank you email from an otherwise qualified college student that I had interviewed for an intern position. The email was laced with words like hiya and thanks with an X. It also had multiple exclamation points, including a smiley face. This way of communication may be acceptable when thinking a very close friend. However, when regarding your profession, it is never acceptable at all. Whether it is a manager or even your college professor, it is simply disrespectful. Therefore, we can conclude that texting is no longer a quick and harmless way of communicating, for it is slowly creeping into our everyday life and negatively affecting the way in which we are perceived by our professors, our friends, and one day, our profession. So the next time you're in the middle of a text, an email, or simply speaking with another face-to-face, simply remember that in order to be taken seriously, you must communicate thoroughly. Thank you.